Hello everyone, welcome back! In this video, we'll quickly see how to play Gates of Krystalia. We'll look at the first part related to the narrative phase, so outside of combat, focusing on skill checks. Our character will have 4 abilities, 4 stats: intelligence, charisma, toughness, and agility, each, as you can see, associated with a different suit. Let's take the example where our do, or narrator, tells us to make a skill check to climb a mountain. We get to decide which of the 4 abilities to use to face the challenge, because we might use intelligence instead of agility or physical strength. Charisma is a bit less relevant here. This aspect is very strategic because, depending on the cards that have come out up to that point, we might, in some way, try to figure out which suit is likely to come up. We'll understand why later on. So let's imagine that to climb, we make a physical skill check, with the difficulty value chosen by the dice. Let's say it's a 10. We go to make our physical skill check. We have 10 minus 1, which is 9. The result of the check is a failure. Another example, an intellectual skill check to understand a particular document. We always perform a check by flipping the top card of the deck. 6. It's the suit of spades. Spades are linked to our intelligence, so the total is multiplied by 2, because the suit of the card matches the suit of the check we've decided to use. And so we get a 12, even though the card is only a 6, and we don't have any bonuses for it. Obviously, the cards that are drawn go into the fatigue zone face down, because we should remember what's in the energy deck we've used. Now, let's take a look at what combat is like. Let's start the combat and add our character. For initiative, you flip a card, add the agility bonus, in this case 1, and we get a 10. So we'll act before the enemy. At the start of the encounter, you draw 5 cards. Perfect. Let's choose a technique. In this specific case, we will go ahead and select a standard offensive maneuver and strategically position one of our available cards as the concealed main primary card. Perfect! Now the goblin can react to our attack since it's the target of our technique. It will simply use one of its attacks and place its hidden primary card. It's time to reveal the cards in this case. We flip over the goblin's card. We have an ace. The goblin has a 7. Of course, the various bonuses are added, but even if they were good, our ace is worth 14, his 7 is worth 7, so he would need a bonus of plus 7 just to tie. So we win and we apply the damage. The damage is, as you see here, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're listed here. They're listed this way because the technique increases in power as our hero grows. In this case, we'll take the simple 2 since we've just started our session. Since it's an ace, a critical hit, the 2 is multiplied by 2 and becomes 4. So the goblin takes 4 damage, we apply that, and we send our card to the zone of fatigue. One of its techniques, perfect. We can decide whether to defend ourselves since we are the target of a technique in this case. We'll defend ourselves with a basic attack, just to keep things simple. Let's take a look at the cards we have available. We don't have any special situations, so we'll just use the highest card, which is an 8. We place it face down as the primary card. The goblin reveals its primary card, which is a 4. We wait again this time, and this time we only deal 2 damage. The card is then placed back into the fatigue zone, and the scene... Sorry for skipping ahead. Basically, the turn order. The scene is over because both we and the goblin have taken our actions. So at the end of the scene, we can draw a card, or even swap out 2 of the cards in our hand. In this case, it's enough for me to just draw a card. And you continue, just like in classic RPGs, until one of the 2 sides is defeated. I hope this initial overview is clear enough to show that the game isn't complicated at all. Of course, there are variations in the rulebook that enrich combat, like combos, blessed suits, and other things. But I'll let you discover those for yourselves by reading the rulebook. Bye, everyone.